Hello you guys and welcome back to my monthly review of K-pop related songs, top 10 songs and 5 notable B-sides and my most streamed songs. So July 2024, it was really packed again. We had so many releases. Wow, I can't. It is always so overwhelming and therefore really hard again to pick my 10 favorite songs or releases. But I managed to do it, and we will jump into my top 10 songs directly. Keep in mind, this is just my personal opinion. Of course, you can have different opinions. It's just like that I want to tell you mine here. And yeah, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and we will start now with the top 10. Okay, starting off with the number 10, we have Rise and Lucky. And this is actually their Japanese debut single, and I immediately fell in love with it when I heard it. It just came out at the very end of the month, so they barely made it in here. But I really love the vibe of it. It is just like a joyful song. It's giving me fun, it's giving me happiness, and it is kind of like sounding a bit like you're at like a carnival or at a like amusement park. And this is so fun. It just gave me a different side of them again, and I love these boys, have fallen in love with them so much this year. And yeah, it's just a super nice, decent Japanese debut single that I really enjoyed, and therefore it is on my number 10. On number 9, we have a song that I haven't checked out here on the channel, but that kind of like the social media TikTok algorithm pushed to me. And I'm talking about All Hours Shock. And I kind of like got that on my TikTok For You page so often, and I fell in love with the instrumental. First of all, this kind of like rare sound in K-pop, this, I think it's called funk, like PHONK or something like that, or a little bit like trance also sound. It just immediately starts so heavy and pulls you in like into a fight scene or something, I could imagine. And it's really strong, and I love that. I love the scenery, and I have checked out the music video for myself. It's really cool. It's like so kind of dark but fiery also. Yeah, you should check that out if you haven't, and also have a listen to the song. I don't think many people like have that in mind, or I don't even know or didn't even know the group before, so this just got like pushed to me and I immediately grabbed it because it was so good. Number 8, I have another Japanese debut single. This is Hot Mess by aespa. And it's kind of crazy to think about that they just had their Japanese single debut now, within like being in the industry for, I don't know, when did they debut, in 2021 or 2022 or something? I think it was 2021 even, right? That's crazy. I haven't like experienced that so much. For example, if you see with Rise, they came out with their Japanese debut so fast after like debuting like a year or something. Yeah, but I love this Japanese debut for aespa. I love this kind of like, it's giving me a bit of like NCT vibes, just like sound wise, but it also gives me like badass and this kind of like mixture. I especially love also the music video for that, and it's giving me similar vibes to the Lucky music video by Rise. I guess it's kind of like maybe the same editing, same editor. Yeah, it's just really fun. I love these Japanese debuts of these two groups, and aespa's Hot Mess got stuck in my head so much when I listened to it first, and yeah, I love that. On the number 7, I have the song Justice by Dreamcatcher. And this song also got kind of like pushed to me so much through TikTok. I wanted to check it out either way, but I got pushed into that so much, just like this part when the high note comes in the chorus. When I heard that, I was like, oh, that sounds so good, and I want to check it out. And I did, and I'm not mad about it. I love it. I love the build up. It's kind of like going kind of slow in the beginning, a bit like hip hop style sound wise, and then comes this kind of like even like I can't even describe it, like marching sound in the chorus. We are here to conquer. Justice makes me fight, everybody. And this is so strong. It's holding like so much emotion, so much imagery. The music video is really cool with that kind of like biblical reference. And yeah, I enjoyed that highly and looking forward to more Dreamcatcher content. Number 6, we have N-Team with Koegorore. And N-Team is each and every time like surprising me how great they are. Like Koegorore is just like so much about growing up, about them growing up. The title itself calls that with like voice change in like poverty. It is called like that, and it is such a sweet song. It's giving me summer, it's giving me happiness, it's giving a different vibe of them that I haven't heard before so much. And I love the rap part of Iju and Nico in there, but I also love the chorus. It's really like, yeah, so sweet, and I love the music video. I love their music videos, they're so pretty. So Koegorore, I'm highly looking forward for RReacts. That is coming out in August, I think, and we will check that out. On my number 5, I have Kiss of Life's Sticky. And Sticky is such a summer bop. It is like taking me to an island, to a vacation. I enjoy the song. I am sweaty, I am sticky, and I hear that song playing through that. I love the music video. It's giving kind of like, yeah, it's giving Europe. I mean, it is filmed in Europe and I love that. And I love the dance to it. It's fun, the sticky challenge. It was so much fun watching all the idols do it. And I highly enjoy the song. It is such a vibe, and Kiss of Life is just like, yeah, such a nice girl group and really high on the list for me at least. And yeah, they each and every time surprise me how great they are, how amazing they are. And also there's gonna be more of Kiss of Life here, stay tuned. Number 4, I have ENHYPEN's XO, Only If You Say Yes. And I wasn't quite sure when I heard the snippet, first of all, this XO, but when I listened to the full song and reacted to it, I first of all loved the music video, the storyline going on there, the setting, the scenery, the bats, the wings, But I also really love the song. It's not getting boring for me. It's, even though it's kind of like repetitive with that XO, also there's like stuttering sound in there, but I kind of like that. It's giving a little bit of like, how do you say that, hyper pop? Is that how it's called? Like Charlie XCX, for example, she has this sound in some of her songs or similar sounds, and I like that actually. It's really fun. And yeah, it's just like so cute. I love the choreo to it. I love this kind of like more of a, it is even like a bit more brighter song for them, I think. And it's not super crazy, but it's kind of like a good song you can listen to feel a bit more uplifted and motivated. I like that a lot. Now coming to the top 3, we start with number 3, and that is Baby Monsters Forever. And Forever is such a different vibe than their other releases so far, but I highly love that vibe. This is like my favorite song of them so far. It is giving me so much joy and so much like, kind of like unity. It's just giving like this family feeling, even almost, like how they sing. Like, I'm gonna live forever, we're gonna be forever. It's such a fun song. I love the music video, like this kind of like chic styling and setting in there. It's giving me a bit of like Ives I Am music video, and also sound a bit, but on a kind of different level, and so unique and nice level on its own. And I've been listening to that so much. It's just, I love the chorus. At first I wasn't quite sure. When I also reacted to it, I was like, okay, the chorus sounds interesting. But after listening to the song many more times, it grew so much on me, and it's so good. Also love the rap line in there. They have such a nice rap line. Also, wow, all the members are like growing on me so much, and I love them. I love them. Okay, now coming to the highly anticipated number 1 and 2, and that has been the most hard one to pick for me because these two even got released on the same day. And obviously I'm talking about Jimin and Stray Kids. And after long thinking, I kind of like had to put the one on the one that I just have been listening more, and we will see that in the end. So on the 2 I have my boy Jimin with Who. And Who is just such a nice song. It is so beautiful. The melody in there is beautiful. I love the guitar. It's giving me kind of like early 2000s sound, and I love his singing. I love his high notes. He is really shining in there. I love that it's in English and I can sing along to it. Who is my heart waiting for? This is so good. I love it so much. It's my favorite song of Jimin so far, like title track wise. Nothing more to say. It's just a bop, and it's giving me this kind of like feel-good feeling. Even though the lyrics aren't really like super pretty, they're kind of like desperate, but they also fit to me. So that's why I like it maybe. Okay, and coming to the last one, my number 1 for this month. Obviously, it is Stray Kids with Chick Chick Boom. And just when I checked out the teaser for that, I instantly fell in love with it when I saw my boy Lino doing the chorus and this kind of like catchy beat to it. It is giving me so much. It is giving me summer. It's giving me kind of like a bit of reggaeton beat. I love that beat. It is giving so much cool scenery in the music video. We don't have to talk about the music video like Dion. We have Ryan and Hugh in there. We have this cool setting in the US. We have just awesome editing, and I love that. And Chick Chick Boom is just like starting directly so hard with that boom, boom, chick, chick, boom. And then within the song, I love like the choruses, I love the verses, I love the part of Bang Chan and Seungmin. Hit you like a truck, I'ma make you fly. I can't, this is so good. The only thing that I'm not super happy about with that song, and that made it almost my number 2 because of that, is the freaking length of it. It is so short, but I still highly love or enjoy hearing it, and that makes it kind of like go away a bit, and I kind of like can like just repeat it so often. Yeah, this is just something that I kind of like, I'm a bit, little bit sad about, but it's just so good in the end. I think it maybe doesn't matter so much. Yeah, these were my top 10 for the month. So hard to pick. Let me know yours if you have ones. Leave comments down below. And now we're coming to my 5 notable B-sides that I wanted to share with you guys. And starting off with one B-side of Stacy's full-length album that they released. I wasn't like the super biggest fan of the title track, Chicky Assy Thang, in the beginning, but then I kind of like it now, but it didn't make my top 10. It kind of like, I guess will be around like 15th or something. Yeah, but I'm talking about the B-side called One Thing. And to be honest, I even like One Thing more than the title track because it's giving me this kind of like Stacy feeling and this kind of like bad girl vibe that I love so much in K-pop songs when they have these vibes. And the choreo and the performance to it is so cool, and I kind of just wish they put that as a title, but it's okay. It's okay. I love it as a B-side, and it is also not a super long one, I think. It's kind of like shorter, and yeah, I just highly enjoy that. And this kind of like clicking sound in there with like this kind of like taking a picture. This is so cool, and I like that a lot. You should listen to it. The next B-side that I wanted to talk about is, oh, how could I not talk about that one, because it is definitely for me also better than the title now. Obviously, I'm talking about Kiss of Life's Te Quiero. You got me so in love, never been this obsessive, I don't know how to quit, boy, te quiero. I just love this emotion this song holds, this feeling this song holds. The lyrics are so good. Belle did an amazing job at writing these. You just feel like you're at a late summer evening. It's kind of warm, it's kind of a little bit sticky still. Get the reference? But it's kind of like also a bit romantic, it's dramatic, it is giving me a bit of salsa, it's giving me a bit of spice, it's giving me a bit of Spanish Latin vibes. It is such a summer song, it is such a good song, it is just an amazing B-side. I love Kiss of Life's B-sides, they are so good. Next one is from ENHYPEN's release, Romance Untold. It is the B-side called Moonstruck. Oh, and I love the drama in here. It is just giving me this kind of like secret relationship feeling. Just the two of us within the moonlight. We have to sneak out. We have to meet in like in the moonlight. In like we need to hide. I forgot the word. From like the public. It's kind of like that feeling, like Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, I like that. It is so good. It's like the starting song of the album, and it just pulls you directly into like a different scenery and a drama in another world, and it's so good. The next B-side that I wanted to talk about is from NCT 127's latest release. That is called Guess. And I almost took the title track into my top 10, but I kind of even like Guess more than Walk. And what the thing with Walk is, I love that it is kind of like so different than their other releases, but it's also for me a bit too hip-hop heavy. I am not a super big like hip-hop rap fan. When it's getting like too much in a song, I won't replay it so often or kind of like listen to it again, even though it's a good song on its own. And therefore, Gas is kind of like a bit more my style. I mean, it's also kind of like hip-hop-y, but it's giving that badass sound, the chorus instrumental, and the like lyricism. Of course, we're hitting the gas, everybody. We're just driving cars, yeah. We love speeding up cars and boys singing about it. That's why it's in here. And my last B-side that I want to talk about is from Stray Kids' album. And this is I Like It. And I definitely like that song so much. I mean, I love kind of like all of the B-sides very much, everyone in its own way. But I Like It. The funny thing is, I Like It. I didn't like it at first. When I like checked out the album and I've been listening to I Like It the first time or the first few times, I kind of like listen throughout this often when I check out an album. I was not a fan of this kind of like sound in there that is kind of like this. I think how Seungmin or some other member described it as a, what was it, like tentacle vibe or something like that? I can't really tell you again, like we tell you what he said, but I wasn't quite sure about that in the beginning. But now after I've been listening to that quite a lot, I am not minding that at all anymore. And the thing that I love so much about the song is like the vibe it holds. It kind of holds a bit of like sassiness, but also a bit of realism. The lyrics are kind of like talking about being in a situationship, about many like relationships that are happening like these times. Not that I would say I could highly like relate to it to some point maybe, but also not. And that is like the thing that is kind of interesting for me with that song, like the lyrics and also the vibe that it holds. Yeah, I am really kind of like a sucker for that song. It has just grown on me so much and I love it so much. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I like it. I highly like that. Okie dokie. And now in the end, as always, we are having a look at my most streamed songs, top 10 of the month on Spotify. And I also kind of like just use Spotify. So these are just like the ones that I streamed the most. And let me tell you that it is really boy group packed this month. But have a look at it here. Yeah, and as you can see, Stray Kids has lots of places in there. So my number one, like going the same way as my top 10, Chick Chick Boom by Stray Kids. Number 2, Who by Jimin, also the same. Then we have Jam by Stray Kids. I also highly enjoy Jam. Not like jam on the bread, but you know what I mean. The song. Then we have a Moonstruck by Enhypen, the B-side that I enjoy so much. Then we have Koigorori by N-Team. Mountains by Stray Kids as another B-side. Stray Kids by Stray Kids as another B-side, which is kind of like more of the emotional side, but I've been listening to that also a lot. Then Rebirth Intro by Jimin. I kind of like that a lot actually from his latest release. Then we have I Like It, the B-side, another one of Stray Kids, and in the end we have EXO, Only If You Say Yes by Enhypen. Yeah, and these were just like the ones. Now I managed to go for like the last month, the whole month. So that is really interesting, I think. But yes, these are also songs that I have been like looping a lot and listening a lot because I just fell in love with the whole album so much, like especially with Stray Kids and Jimin. That's it for this month. Let me know your thoughts down below and we'll see us in that kind of setting here in the next month. So have a lovely day.